What up, Dokkanners? We still have no word on this hint and what this means. There's no follow-up clue, nothing. It's been over a day, which in all fairness doesn't necessarily mean that they were supposed to, but I think a lot of us were expecting something considering the unorthodox nature of how this has all been going down. Golden Week, the celebration that we are just coming out of or on the way out, has been a rousing disappointment for a lot of people, and there was no setup for it. Golden Week is one of the more premier celebrations if we consider that list that I made a few days ago. It's anniversary and worldwide. That would be like 1A, 1B. Then Tanabata would be number 2. Then it would be Golden Week. So Golden Week is among the top 4, I would say, biggest celebrations of the year. The fact that nothing happened for that celebration is very odd. So the fact that they're doing this poses a lot of questions. Is this for a mere random Dokkan festival before another big celebration, or is this actually setting up that big celebration? We still don't know. And it's kind of annoying that we haven't had anything since, because we should. There's nothing else going on. And it's funny because one of the conspiracy theories that have sort of come out from this is that it was potentially a move by Dokkan just to get ahead of an I Seriously leak, which if that was the case, I would actually be very happy with that, because it means that they are trying to be a little bit more proactive and they are making concerted efforts to get ahead. Still kind of sad that it takes them this long to, get the hint, but still. But anyway, that's not what this is about. Today's video is to go over a new theory that not exactly new, but one that people have been talking about that I never realized until my live stream yesterday. And no, it is not the Tournament of Power. I just wanted to point this out in case. I don't remember if I mentioned this in my other video, but the way the Tournament of Power can sort of connect is not exactly literally, but more abstract. This is a representation of a cylindrical shape with a light source in front of it casting a shadow. That shadow and its angle helps determine how much time is left in something, right? So this could perhaps have something to do with the shape of the stage where the Tournament of Power was held, which would be cool for me, and probably only me. I think most other people are probably sick and tired of Tournament of Power right now, but hey, if it happens, it happens. I know I talked about Mercenary Tau, but what I probably didn't show was this shot right here. So this has a very, interesting visual compared to this. Not exactly a same one-to-one comparison by any stretch. Mercenary Tau standing on a freaking tree log. This is a stick, and the shadow is way different, but it still sort of invokes the same sort of, visual. So that would be a good sleeper Dokkan festival for which most people don't summon, and those who really want to will summon. But this has to do with this. So there was a Japanese Twitter account out there who talked about this, and it didn't dawn on me. And that's funny because I play Legends. Now, this is a Google Translate. Sand, Shallot, Rod? Wait, what? Even though it's just a festival limited item, is it because it's a collaboration that they're giving out hints? There's definitely one collaboration slot left on the Legends side too, right? Now, I can't speak for Legends, so if you are a Legends player, feel free to provide more context. But when it comes to Legends collaborations, apparently this is a regular thing. Dokkan doesn't do collaborations, but apparently Legends does. I didn't know that. Maybe I'm taking this too literally. But whatever the case may be, if there is going to be a collaboration of anything, this would be a match made in heaven. Dokkan and Legends. Dokkan is the PvE game. Legends is the PvP game. Both Bandai Namkis, both mobile gachas. It's the perfect scenario. And so if this is supposed to be some sort of a hint at that would actually be pretty cool. And that could potentially even contribute to some sort of a global, maybe it's like the perfect precursor to a global Dokkan celebration. Where does the sand and the rod play in? I was confused about this specifically, so I tweeted this out and I was asking, what exactly does this mean? Is it some sort of wordplay? And so the original Twitter user responded, sand can also be read as sha in Japanese. Now, why is this significant? Because if you take the word shallot, it's obviously not pronounced this way in Japanese. It would not be shallot, it would be sharoto, right? Because they don't say L and they don't just end on a... Is it that they don't end on a consonant? I don't know the rule, but whatever. It's not shallot, it's sharoto. Rod, they don't say rod, they say roto. So sharoto. So could this not even be any sort of a visual cue but more of an abstract thing where you're just supposed to take away the sand and you're supposed to take away the rod. If that's the case, Shallot being the next Dokkan Festival would be pretty freaking cool. Why? Because number one, it is a collaboration between two mobile games. Number two, it would bring us a new unique character with, you know, whatever the character can do. It would be a whole new set of links, a whole new set of possibilities to throw onto whatever team. Shallot is a pure Saiyan, right? I mean, he's a fictional character in Legends, but he's a pure Saiyan, right? Right? I don't know. I'm new, man. I don't know. Shallot and Gibble. Gabite. Yeah. Shallot and Gabite. They're both pure Saiyans. So if they do something like that, that would be neat. Question is, what would Legends get? I don't know if this is necessarily going to happen. This is all food for thought. But if Legends were to get something, the only thing that I could think of would be like some sort of a Dokkan original. So like Super Saiyan Trunks and Broly, which I guess would be, I don't know, a tag unit or something like that, which I don't know, would be interesting. But anyway, that is just something that I wanted to share with you guys. Pretty cool idea. If they gave us a Shallot for a Dokkan Festival instead of Mercenary Tao, some could see it as a crossover celebration. I'm sorry, not a crossover, but more of a Heroes caliber crossover. And if that happens, I don't know, maybe they decide to move up the Heroes stuff. I don't know if they'll do that, but what if we got like Heroes EZA stuff during this celebration? What if we got, I don't know, Xenoverse? Because I mean, it's not just Heroes as our only crossover units that could potentially use some upgrades. We've got Xenoverse, we've got, well, I guess that's it. But they could do other stuff. Maybe we get a Kakarot. I don't know. So I think that this would be great. This could even be the start of something that they do yearly, because if they were to make this a regular thing, this could be the new crossover time in the year where we get something from Legends, but then we also can shoehorn in some Heroes and then occasionally throw in something else, maybe some Fighters, maybe, actually, you know what? When was the last Fighters collab? Hold on. Okay, so the most recent Fighters was the Dokkan Festival 21, but I was more so thinking of the Freaky 21 from back here. So this one released July. You know what? For the JP side, this released July, end of July. This actually works. What if they just move this up and they make it like crossover month right before a global Dokkan celebration? You could throw in some non-canonical extracurricular characters that only the hardcore players would even care about. And if you don't care about non-canon stuff, well, you skip, you save, you're ready for GDC. I kind of like that, because this is all part of a metamorphosis. There's a new schedule that is going to be emerging as how things are going to be proceeding moving forward. So maybe they shift some things earlier. They've done it before for other things. So yeah, I like this. I suddenly am very much on board with the idea of a Shallot celebration, even though no Tournament of Power would be a bummer for me. No Dragon Ball Saga would also be a bummer because the category needs the help. If we can get Legends going in Dokkan, I'd be okay with that. A Dokkan Festival Shallot who goes Dokkan Festival transforming Shallot, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, God, Blue. Maybe they do an Ultra Instinct. Food for thought. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the idea of a Legends Dokkan Festival crossover celebration. Do you think that this would be a good idea to move all crossover related stuff into the June time slot instead of all the way in November? Let me know your thoughts, your ideas, anything else that I missed in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you, the YouTube, know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. I'm also very sleepy as of recording this, so if I said anything nonsensical or gibberish, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and I was remember to Dokkan Responsibly.